Hi everyone, it's Dr. Sebastian again. I just wanted to give you a little overview of the course so you were comfortable. I'm hoping and thinking that most of you are pretty comfortable with Canvas at this point, but let me just walk through this and make sure that you know everything about it. So this is what you would have. This is what you would get if you opened up your our course. So of course you have your dashboard and you should see our. Whoops, I guess I can't do that right now. Okay. Um, I'm in the student view, so I'm trying to show you exactly what it looks like. But when you open up our course, which is MAT 201A, Section A, Calculus 1 here in the summer, this is what you'll see on the home page. First of all, notice that I have announcements. I have the 3 most recent announcements, and they'll always list at the top of the home page. If you want to see all of your announcements, you can go to the announcements page and see them all there. So I have 2 announcements in there right now. The first one is actually the welcome email that you all have received from me already. I'm posting it here for a quick reference so you can go back and check some things if you want. And I also am letting you know that I opened up a discussions link over here in our navigation menu because on this page, the discussions page, I have a pinned discussion, and on this pinned discussion is where I would like you to ask me questions because the whole class can then see the question, and any one individual question might help everybody. So I'd appreciate it if you try to ask me questions on this pinned discussion, and you'll see as the semester goes along, or this 7-week summer session goes along, that the questions will just kind of keep piling up and you'll have even more material to study from. Okay, so that's where we are, back to the home page. So please read through the home page. I put a quick note here at the very top of it in case you ever have trouble with MyMathLab. Hopefully all of you are familiar with MyMathLab, but just to remind you, it's a Pearson product. You need to buy a MyMathLab access code so you can make sure you access the MyMathLab course. Once you get signed up for that, once you get signed up for the proper course, which you'll do right here through Canvas, I'm going to remove this MyLab and Mastering tab over here, and I want you to access everything right through the Canvas course. So I have it set up all sequentially for you, which you'll see in a second. But if you ever have trouble with the MyMathLab course, this is the website for Pearson student support, and then this is also the phone number if you'd rather call them. So on the home page, please read through it. Just a little bit about me, a little bit about business, about the course, how it's going to work. There's 7 modules that you have to work through, 1 for each week of the course. And I have them set up in sequential order, and you are locked out of the module until the previous one's completed or the next week has started. So you can start working on that module. I actually have opened up the week 1 module already for you, so you can actually get going on that as you read in my welcome email. Just to maybe start to learn how the pacing is going to work for you, how you feel about everything, and that way you can get a better idea. So once you get to week 2, where you only have that week, you'll have a better idea of how to pace yourself. I do expect you to work about 2 hours a day on the course. I know that sounds like a lot, but we're jamming 14 weeks into 7 weeks. So this is, I don't know what you've heard about summer online courses, but they require a lot of effort and they require a lot of time. So you need to make sure you budget your time for that. To treat you as an adult and have you budget your time, though, I do have the assignments due only once a week. So I'll talk a little bit more about that when I get down to the when I show you how the assignments are going to work and everything. So please take note of the syllabus. You can see the syllabus up here. This is your next button down on your tab, your navigation menu on the left. Syllabus. If you would like to, this is the summary. Oh, geez, I haven't printed the syllabus here yet. So I will actually have the entire syllabus right here. I'm going to do that right before I send this out. But the entire syllabus will be cut and paste here, and there will be a link right here for you to actually print and download and print the hard copy of the syllabus if you want. At the very bottom of the syllabus, you have this course summary, which Canvas automatically puts together as I put all the assignments into the modules, and then I add some calendar events to let you know when the module starts and ends, when your exams are, etc. So you can always get a quick overview of that here on the syllabus page as well. Okay, back to the home page real quick. So as you're reading through this home page, I give you a nice welcome video right here. This is really just so you can see me, see what I look like, get an introduction to me personally. And then after I finish this video of the overview of the course, I'll be putting that right here for you after number 6. So please take a look at that. Here again is where I'm talking for you to please budget your time. You know, I make all the assignments due Sunday night at midnight of every week, but you need to make sure that you're not waiting until Sunday. I had a couple students do that last year, and it was quite a disaster for them. They couldn't pass the course that way. So please don't do that to yourself. Everyone can do really well in this course if you have some time laid out for you to work on it and actually do the work. Then you can see a couple pictures. This is a so-called professional picture of me that I've taken for our website. And this is me and my my little girl here, my dog Caroline. And I think that's all you need to see on the home page. So then all of the work will be done through the modules tab right here. So we'll go to modules. Okay, week 1 is right here. I'm just close it for a second. I'm going to close all these. You can see these are all grayed out right now. You can't access them until that week. Okay, anyways, let's look at week 1. So no, all the requirements in this module are due May 13th, 11:59 p.m. That's next Sunday. Okay, etc. Quiz 1 is also due at the same time, so you got to plan accordingly. Make sure your homeworks are due, it's done, etc. Homeworks and quizzes, for those of you that have used my math lab, which I assume is everybody. If you haven't used my math lab, please contact me, and look through it. See if you understand what's going on, but if you have any problems, contact me immediately. Don't get behind because you don't understand my math lab. But the homeworks and quizzes all are set to do for an unlimited number of attempts. Okay, the homework problems, the homework assignments are set that you get immediate feedback once you submit that problem. And if you didn't get it right, you can ask to see an example of that kind of problem. You can ask to go to that section in the textbook. You can ask to go to a PowerPoint, more examples, etc. Okay, so you can look at that kind of stuff to get feedback on homework problems. The quizzes are set up the same, except that you have to work through the entire quiz and then submit the quiz before you can get that kind of feedback. But once you do, you can get that kind of feedback, study for the quiz, and then retake the quiz again, and your best score is always used. Okay, so the quizzes and homeworks, each worth 15% of your grade, so that's 30% of your overall grade. Those are unlimited numbers of attempts. So if you're working on the homework, you should be able to do really well, and the quizzes. Okay, this is the MathLab multimedia library. It won't show up right now in this student view because no one has access. This test student doesn't have access, but this is where you can find the online e-textbook. Go to the sections in the text to read them. You can find PowerPoints, you can find videos, you can find other example problems, etc. as you're studying. Okay, this is a specific link to the e-text if you just want to go to the e-text and read the section that we're talking about. And then, for example, this first class, technically, is sections 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3. And you note that I have it blocked off here, so until you actually download the blanks document, which is like if you were coming to class, I'd have a blank set of notes. Okay, so this is a blank set of notes. You should print this out. And then you can print out well, I guess, why is it doing this? I'm in the student view. Next. Okay, so this is the completed set of notes where you can fill in the notes. Again, I would print this out if you want. And then when you go back, and then the next thing as you go in order will be the example video. Okay, the example video as you're going through where I talk about the examples that are in the text, that are in my class notes, excuse me. So you can fill it in, you can get me talking to you through the example. I speak fairly fastly through these because you can hit stop and pause and play and then write what you want and then keep going. Okay, so that's the bottom line there. That's how the modules will work. You'll go through, these are all the examples from the class notes for this first set of class notes, and then the homework, which you'll access directly through here and work on the homework. Then you'll do the same thing for sections 2.1 through 2.2. I want you to read all this, work through all the notes with the example videos, and then the homework 2 here was the sections 2.1 and 2.2. I had a specific question on homework 2 before, so I'm left my answer in there, so you can look at that if you want to look at it. And again, the last section in this first week would be section 2.3, blank notes, completed notes, examples, and that's it, videos, and then the homework. And then you have to take this quiz before Sunday night at midnight. Again, if you want to take it a few times, certainly be farther ahead than working on this on Sunday. And that will cover week 1. So as you get started, you can actually start now. I've opened up week 1 for you to work on at this point. Okay. If you ever want to see your grades at any point, your grades will be automatically updated through the system, and you'll just work through here and you'll see your grades come out. Canvas is synced with MyMathLab to put your grades right into Canvas, and I have them all set with the proper weighting and all that, so you'll always know what your grade is at any time. One thing I do want to mention about the exams real quick is the exams are not like the quizzes in the sense of when you go to take the exam, first of all, you're going to have to take it. First exam will be 2 weeks from now, or the third Monday of the class, May 21st. So you'll take it right here, but you'll have to work through an online proctoring service. So you have to have a webcam, you have to have a good internet connection. I will send you some emails and some information on this way early in advance. You have to register with Examity, and they do a system check of your computer, and they make sure everything's going to work right, so on exam day you don't have any glitches. Okay, but it's proctored. You have to have a webcam, no one can be in the room with you, etc. Now, you might be worried, we're taking exams through MyMathLab. Don't worry, you don't have to get everything exactly right. Unfortunately, with the homeworks and the quizzes, it's all set up that you don't get the point unless you get the problem right. On the exams, you don't get feedback. You'll submit the exam, and what I want you to do is show me your work. Work through all the problems, show me your work. Take pictures of your scratch pieces of paper, which will allow a certain amount of blank paper that you can work on. And then before you sign off with Examity, you'll email me your work, so I can then grade the exam using your work, not just the correct answer that's in MyMathLab. That way I can give you as much partial credit as possible. I don't believe in that it's the right answer. It's much more about the method. So I want you to relax about that. Even if you hit your exam and see that grade, don't worry. I will be manually going in and changing that grade probably quite significantly as long as you show me good work. Okay, so I think that says what I need to say about the assignments, the exams, the quizzes, the homework, etc., the grades. If you want to see the other people in the class, everyone's right here. If you want to get their email or something like that, you can just click on that person. You can see there. You would be able to send them a message right here. Okay. Examity I'm going to explain more about in MyLab and Mastering. This button I will take away as of next Wednesday, because I want you to make sure you're all signed up for MyMathLab at that point. Even if you can't pay for MyMathLab yet, they will give you a 14-day access to MyMathLab where you don't have to pay yet. So you should sign up right away so you can start working on this stuff, even if you can't afford to pay for the product right now. I believe it's somewhere around $114. I don't know the exact value, but that's what it will cost for you to purchase that. It gives you access to the textbook and all the homework and quizzes and exams, etc. Okay, so I think that just about does it. You should explore this site and learn more. I know I've gone through this pretty quick, but I think that gives you a good overview. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I will answer every question that you send me. Sometimes I'll answer through typing. I can make videos, explain some things, and treat me like you have access to me, like if we're in the classroom. It's just that you're not able to do that. So you can't get immediate response from me. You have to work through this, and you have to be diligent and create a schedule for yourself and stick with it. But if you do that, I think you'll be successful and be very happy with the results. Okay, so that's it for now, and I'll see you all later.